Hi, you guys. I am excited to do this video because, as many of you know, I'm currently in the DNP program at Westminster College, and I have truly loved it. I can say that 100% honestly. Of course, it is time, just like the time that you spend doing the MSN program, but it's been one of the best parts of my life. I've really enjoyed the program. I've enjoyed what we've learned and the research projects that I'm doing, which I'll talk more about here in a second. So I just wanted to give a quick little video on some information for the DNP program, and then also attached in the modules, you'll see a course outline and more information from the admissions director. So why should you do the DNP program? I know each of you, and I know what excellent students you are and clinicians, and I can promise you one thing. Even though right now you think that you never want to go to school again, that's going to change really quickly. I promise you. And you'll be just like me, where you are looking at the DNP program requirements and looking at the application process because it'll just be a desire in you to go and complete this terminal degree in nursing. And it certainly was that for me for the past 10 years since I graduated. I've looked at it every single year, thought about it, and wanted to apply. And I'm just so glad that this year I don't have any regret. I'm doing it and I don't need to think back on, what could have happened if I would have applied and done it. I'm actually doing it this time and it feels really great. And I have enjoyed the program so much. So a little bit of background information, which is kind of embarrassing for me to admit, but I go to a lot of national conferences. I think you guys know that. And at every single conference, I would go around to all the different universities and get their program outlines, hear their little spiel about their program. And I decided I was going to do an online program. And I applied for the program. I got in. I started an online program at a university that was not in Utah. And unfortunately, for me and my learning style, it was a mistake. I did not feel like I had the support I needed. I also felt like I was responsible for finding mentors and finding all these different people to help me with my project that weren't getting paid to do that. And it was kind of a big ask to do it. And it just honestly was really difficult. And I transferred to Westminster College, and it has been just night and day difference, such a better experience here. And I'm telling you that very truthfully. I have enjoyed what we've been learning about. I'm also thrilled to pieces that it's 3 semesters versus the 2 years that my program was originally. And honestly, when you look at the costs of, a typical 6 semester program compared to Westminster's 3 semester program, the DNP program at Westminster is equivalent to the price of those other programs that are 6 semesters. And plus, then you get another year of your life to go and practice and do the things that you want to do. So moving on to the program outline, I do want to talk about a couple of these courses specifically. I have not had all of the courses yet. I will graduate in August with the DNP, but I can speak to many of the courses here. And especially I want to talk about advanced statistics because when I saw that, I was really, really concerned because I have not had statistics for a really long time and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to keep up and to do well in the class. But Dr. Contreras is who taught that class, and he went above and beyond to make sure that our cohort was understanding and met with each of us individually and met with us more often than the class was supposed to meet per our request to make sure that we learned the material. And by the end of it, I felt like I had learned so much and that I was able to be successful in that class. And I know for certain for me, I would not have been able to accomplish what I accomplished in an online course and also with a class size that was much bigger than the class size we were at. That's Westminster's real special touch is that they have these small classes where your professors know you and they're able to work with you individually. And I really got that experience with statistics and I feel very confident in moving forward with statistics for my practice improvement project, and also feel very comfortable in asking Dr. Contreras questions for things moving forward. It was such a valuable class and a good experience for me. So don't be afraid looking at statistics. Don't let that deter you from pursuing the program. I promise you, you can be successful in that class because there's such a great professor who's supporting you along the way. And then I want to talk a little bit about the project development. So you can see through the course programs, the program outline that it shows project development, project 3 and 4. And I want to share with you about what the project is. And so at the beginning of this program, you'll be asked to choose a direct practice improvement project. And really, you can choose whatever it is that you're interested in or passionate about. Of course, it does have to go through faculty approval, but they work with you to make sure that your project is appropriate and also that it's achievable, that you can finish it. So as you guys know, my passion is in alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, a genetic condition that my brother passed away from, and that genetically speaking, I have as well. And so I chose to do my project on alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, implementing an education module for providers about this genetic disorder, about how to test, and then I'm looking to see if providers learned anything, and then also to see if screening for alpha-1 increased after my education module was implemented. So this whole time in the program, I've been researching something that I feel really passionate about, and that I want to research and I want to learn more about. And I kind of felt going into it that I knew a lot about alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency, and I can tell you that I didn't know as much as I thought I did when I'm doing all of this great research. And again, like, it just means a lot to me because of my personal connection with this topic, and then also just because I've enjoyed learning about it. So I want to just say that the research that you're doing is, again, it's enjoyable because it's something that you really want to learn about. And as far as like doing all the steps for the project, you have to go through IRB approval, which I felt so prepared for because of the working class and the people who are mentoring me through my project. And that is something that was missing when I went to the online DNP program. When I started there, I was asked to be finding that mentorship myself, but at Westminster it's given to you, as you already know, and that has just been such a great thing for me. All of the classes, though, I really truly have enjoyed learning them. It's time, like I mentioned before, but it's not the same as far as like prepping for exams and like, trying to memorize things. It's really about like learning, and also about research, and there's writing, but all the topics have been really interesting to me. And I have decided that I think I could be a professional student if I had endless funds to do so. It's been really enjoyable to be a student again. On this side, you can see how each semester is broken down. And I did fall semester and so far spring semester, working about 30 hours a week and taking care of 5 kids. And I definitely felt like it was manageable and that I had time to complete all the things that I needed to do. One other thing that I didn't mention that I want to mention is that there are hours associated with the DNP program, but they are not clinical hours like what you've been doing for the MSN program. Some of those hours get transferred over from you taking your FNP boards, so the ANCC boards or the AANP boards will give you some hours. Also, you can get hours for precepting students. You can also get hours doing some other like professional and leadership roles, attending conferences, things like that. So it's not in the clinic following another provider per se. The hours are obtained other ways through meeting one of the 8 DNP essentials, which you can look at online. And the other part of your hours comes from researching and doing your project and implementing your project. So again, like enjoyable hours, definitely doable, and different from the hours that you're doing right now. So again, I hope you guys will consider it. It really has been such a great experience for me, and it's been really fun to be a student again in this capacity, and I don't think that you'll regret it. So please consider it. Thanks so much, you guys. We'll see you.